All right, for the second half of our demo, we are again featuring Colab. Okay, so last time, or in the previous sessions, we featured Colab as something that visualizes data in the form of bar charts, line charts, especially control charts. But this time, we can actually incorporate the GIS technology to have better view of the recent disaster recovery and rehabilitation concerns in the area or in your chosen area. So here we have this sample code. I'm going to provide the link to this so you can explore also. I'm going to run this. Sorry, I can't explain in this demo how Colab works and how these codes work because our focus is more on the DRM part. But you can explore this app or this sample app. Okay. Okay. So currently it's still um, running. Okay. So let's just wait a bit. Okay. So let me see if okay, there's a check, so we're done. So right now, this one is pending because it's waiting for our input. So I'm going to input uh my data set. I'm going to share this data set also. Um, this one. Okay, I'm going to share this. All right. So we have this data set, okay, mock data from generated by ChatGPT. So for demo purposes, I asked ChatGPT to create a mock data for me, and of course the Collab notebook that we can use for visualizing this data set. Okay, so basically the data set shows the different areas or different um, communities that need um, need some help, some assistance for disaster recovery and rehabilitation. And they each of them has this information, okay, tabulated in this data set. Okay, and each of them has a corresponding priority score. Wherein uh, if you only use a tabular format or maybe your spreadsheet, it might not be that easy to realize which of these needs your utmost response, your utmost or your most urgent assistance. Okay, so especially if you are the one assigned in your local government or you are the leader in your local government, um, sometimes it's easier uh, to have a visualization of the actual scenario, okay, based on like, our data. So here, using this code, okay, although this is not quite accurate because this is just dummy data. So, supposedly all of this will fall all of these points um fall within land areas only. Okay? So these are outliers but in our data set. Anyway, let's focus on my current location. That's in Little City. So here we have some dummy data. Remember, this is dummy data only. So we have these communities that need assistance um, regarding disaster recovery and rehabilitation. So suppose the disaster has already taken place and the affected communities now need to recover and resume to their daily lives. Okay, so as you can see in this area, in this um, the one that we are seeing right now, this specific point in all right, somewhere in near I think Nabitasan is this okay. In this specific point, we have to send some help immediately. Okay, so if for example, if I were the mayor, this is just uh hypothetical. Okay, if I were the mayor and I've seen this, So this is my area of responsibility. So I will send right away people who can attend to the needs of this community. Okay, so that's the beauty of the GIS technology that we can actually use in our apps, the apps that we have that we are developing, or maybe as simple as using Colab for viewing the data. Okay, so you can easily see. Of course, this is with the help of AI. Okay, the code itself has an AI feature that determines which of these affected communities need the utmost prioritization. Okay, so in this case, for example, in this area, uh, I'm not sure this is outside the city already. Yep. This is outside the city. We have three communities that need emergency response. So we have to, the local government in this corresponding area must immediately send help. Okay. So at least you know which ones to uh, pay attention to. Um, and of course, with that, you can better manage your communities. Right. So, in addition to that, for example, for in my case, okay, sorry, I have to close this. All right. In my case, I'm an electronics engineer, so one of the ways that I can help if I were to participate in disaster recovery and rehabilitation, I can make use of what I know to restore the communication facilities the telecommunication facilities in the affected area, especially in the case of remote areas. Okay, so for example, let's see. I'm not sure why the map is not that colored. Okay, let's see. Maybe there's an option. All right, focus, zoom in, zoom out, choose map type. All right, satellite. Okay. So this is, by the way, Ubiquiti ISP Design Center. So just go to ispdesign.ui.com. Okay, so this one is for users of Ubiquiti products. But for demo purposes, I'm going to show you how, especially if we have some telco related professionals in the audience. Okay, so this is one way to send some help. Okay, so for example, let's choose, I think, Tubungan. Okay, all right. So Tubungan is quite mountainous area. So I'm not sure which of these is kind of remote and disaster prone. So I'm just plotting randomly. So suppose I'm going to provide a temporary, whether temporary or long-term telco facility. Okay, that will either connect the affected area or reconnect them to the rest of the world via the internet. Okay, so for example, I chose this one. Um, this is my main uh, um, tower, and these two are my secondary tower. So this will okay, the colors that you see here determine the signal strength. Okay, so that's the point. That's basically the point. If you are just new in that area and you are expected to provide an emergency response and even help in the disaster recovery in terms of telecommunications, then you can use this one to check which locations should or which specific points should you place your telco towers or your whether temporary or quite long-term telco towers. Okay? So for example, if you this area needs connection, then perhaps you can set the towers in this manner. All right? Okay, if this is your focus. So it depends on your design. Okay? It depends on the different constraints. And for ECs, I think we have this view. Yep, right. You can view one tower is right here and the other is right here. So there's an obstacle. So we can adjust the tower height, okay, to improve its performance. Okay, so this app is owned by Ubiquiti, so it's proprietary, but everyone can explore this. Okay, also for learning purposes, you can check this, but for designers, they can also use this one for their actual projects. Okay, so I think that would be all for this one, and for the entire demo. Thank you very much for listening. Um, I really hope you have learned something and you now appreciate the power of GIS. So by the way, this one makes use of GIS application also because it is map based. All right. So that will be all. Thank you and God bless.